Good evening, everyone. Anthony, Wall Street Trader, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Monday, December 20th, 2021. This is not financial advice. This is educational. Click the subscribe, share the video, click the thumbs up. We're here to talk about the first crypto I ever covered when I put out new bet on Nucypher, and here we go, as well as Keep, although I didn't start covering them till more recently after their merge. Now let's take a look at Nucypher to US dollar. Haven't done a video in a couple of days. Sorry, it's been a little bit, gotta go Christmas shopping at some point. But at the same time, I want to make sure everyone is clear about one thing. Nothing really has gone on over the last 2 days. Make no mistake about it, it's been boring as sin. However, we are in a longer term consolidation pattern here than what I've seen recently. So let me zoom out so we can get a little more of a clean view of what's going on. We've had consolidation all the way back here from October 26th to November 10th. Now we are coming into a long period of consolidation here as well in a very well-defined range from December 4th to current, which is December 20th. So a little more than 2 weeks. This here has been taking longer than this consolidation period here. So I have a feeling we're coiling up now, and it feels to me that something big could happen in Nucypher. Now let's go take a look at a slightly more drilled down view of this so we get a view of what is support and what is resistance. Now we haven't broken really past here to start touching this line. It's been a while since we touched it. Again, 2 weeks now. What we see here is resistance right now all the way up here around 80 cents, support around 70. I might have to say I might have to go in a little more on this thing because I think 70 cents is not a bad place to be on this pair. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the thing shot up to $1.90 or so, and fortunately I was able to take advantage of it. It actually shot up higher than that. Didn't quite get out at the high, but got out high enough. Now let's go over to Nucypher Bitcoin because a lot going on here as well. This thing has been overall relatively stepwise on the right path. In fact, we're starting to see we're not going up so much, but we are consolidating more. The area of consolidation between 1500 and 1658, we are at 1515. Now, if I go back to Nucypher and I zoom out a little more, what you're starting to see here is a pretty interesting. This could easily be a descending, what they call a wedge, which this descending wedge is actually good especially because we have lifted off here and now we're starting to consolidate down. So this is actually a very bullish sign here for those that are familiar with this level of technical analysis. But these mean we're consolidating down, but we're slowing down. As you can see, we're narrowing out. And when we get to the end, we should be on for a blast back up. So very similar to the broadening wedge, a descending wedge, a descending broadening wedge is bullish. Also a wedge, a descending wedge, not broadening, is also bullish, especially on the heels of an uptick like this. So I expect us to start to see some really good things happening out of this pair in the near future. It's hard to say when. Could be out there in January, but we're going to keep tracking that. In the meantime, Nucypher Bitcoin, also, like we mentioned, we already kind of went through that. But let's go on to Keep. Keep does have support right now. It is almost flailing here, but we've dipped below it before. I'm not too worried about it. But we do have an area of support roughly. It's roughly where it's at 58. Now what we need to do is once we get over 58, a nice rise up to 69 or getting in the middle of this channel between 58 and 70 would be healthy for this pair to show continued consolidation since all the way back here on the 15th when Nucypher and Keep started blasting off. Meantime, Keep to Bitcoin, it tells a different story. This is actually consolidating well, as you can see over time. And we do have a bouncy boo here this morning. It almost knows. That's why I like the altcoin to Bitcoin pairs more all the time. I'll take it every day. But we do have support right now, 1224. Resistance around 1285. Let's go to Bitcoin because Bitcoin's really not taking off as quickly as I'd like it, but it's not exactly dropping like a knife either, is it? So here we have a new yellow line, just kind of talking about the right here, right now, over the last week and a half of what's going on. Now, the longer term broadening wedges here to show that once we break through that top turquoise line, which is resistance of that broadening wedge, we are going to likely pull up to 68K. Now, the other thing we got to understand is that these rectangles here, top left, bottom right, price action wise, that's how these things fill out. They usually result in a nice uptick, and I think we're going to wind up getting it at least to 59K. So I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin still. It's a little disturbing that it's taking a little while. Equity market's certainly putting a damper on everything. Omicron's certainly putting an even bigger damper on things. So tomorrow, equity market's looking fairly okay. It might be a dead cat bounce tomorrow. We'll see. I think cryptos have been holding their own, even with the equity markets really tumbling. So it's good to see. Bitcoin dominance. Also, we've been crawling down on this line like we thought we would, but now we're starting. I believe that we're going to wind up going sideways for a bit here as a result of. I think we're kind of at the low, and if we take a longer term look at this, we're definitely kind of around the low. So I don't expect this to really drop dramatically. If it does, great, but I kind of expect it to go a little sideways. Right now, Nucypher is at 71 cents. I think this one's starting to look tasty once again, and I'll probably be buying some at this level very soon. I'll tweet it out. Bye.